The number one question that people ask me is, how do you turn a hashtag into a movement? And the answer is, you don't. People do. Yeah, hashtags aren't movements. They don't become movements. Hashtags are things that live online. And what I understand about hashtags is that they allow people to join in on a conversation that's in progress. That's important, but that does not a movement make. People comprise movements. People who share a vision, who share goals, right? For what it is that we're trying to achieve, that is what constitutes a movement. And so with that being said, I would say that Black Lives Matter is a movement in the making, okay? Second thing that I want to say to frame my comments is that Patrice and Opal and myself, we are co-creators of the Black Lives Matter Network, which is an international organizing network of more than 39 chapters around the world. We began as a love note to Black people in a moment where Black people needed a little loving. We transitioned into a series of social media platforms that were designed for us to be able to tell our own stories on our own terms. And from there, we became an international organizing network because people who had been touched by the potential of what Black Lives Matter could be literally told us, we're forming groups and we're going to use your name, and hopefully you're down with that, but if you're not, we're still going to do it. So we said, cool, we're going to build a house around y'all. That's amazing. But what that means is that oftentimes when we talk about co-creation, right, people are looking for, who started the movement? Did you start the movement? Oh, Alicia Garza started the movement. No, that's not true. What is true is that Patrice and Opal and myself wrote a love letter to Black people that we then turned into a vehicle for political action. What is also true is that this movement for Black liberation, this movement for Black freedom started many, 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 many years ago. Like before I was a twinkle in the twinkle of my mama's, grandmama's, grandmama's, grandmama's eyes, yeah? Meaning, the movement for Black freedom began when Black people were brought here in chains, in the bottoms of boats, and put to work as enslaved labor. That's when this movement began.